From the White House to primetime television, Nicolle Wallace's life is a story of power, influence, and luxury. But what lies beneath the surface of her polished public image? How did she rise to become one of the most trusted voices in political media? And what kind of life does she lead when the cameras stop rolling? Nicolle Wallace is more than a TV host. She is a political strategist, an author, and a force in modern journalism. Her journey started in politics long before she became a media powerhouse. In the early 2000s, she worked behind the scenes, shaping messages and crafting narratives that would influence the nation. As White House communications director under President George W. Bush, she controlled how the administration spoke to the world. She was in the room for critical decisions, helping to manage national crises and major political events. But Wallace didn't stop there. She stepped into the heart of American politics again in 2008, advising Senator John McCain during his presidential campaign. Her role put her in direct contact with vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin, an experience that would later make headlines. The campaign was chaotic, and Wallace saw firsthand how politics could be unpredictable. After the election, she revealed that she had deep concerns about Palin's readiness for office. Her honesty set her apart, showing that she wasn't afraid to challenge the system, even when it meant standing alone. Her transition from politics to media was seamless. In 2014, she became a co-host on The View, stepping into the world of television commentary. But it was her move to MSNBC that made her a household name. As the host of Deadline White House, she became one of the network's most influential voices. Her sharp analysis, combined with her insider knowledge, made her stand out. Viewers trusted her not just as a journalist, but as someone who had been inside the very system she was reporting on. With influence came financial success. Wallace's career in media, combined with her work as a bestseller author, built her fortune. Today, she enjoys the rewards of years of dedication, luxurious homes, high-profile connections, and a life most people can only dream of. But behind the bright lights of television, where does Nicolle retreat when the cameras turn off? Hidden away in the heart of Roxbury, Connecticut, sits a home that whispers luxury. A grand 5,800 square foot estate surrounded by rolling green meadows and the quiet beauty of the countryside. This is where Nicolle Wallace finds peace, away from the fast-paced world of television and politics. The house, valued at $2,200,000, is more than just a home. It is a retreat, a sanctuary, designed for comfort, elegance, and exclusivity. The property is a striking example of classic colonial architecture. White columns stand tall along the wraparound porch, offering a place to sit and take in the breathtaking views. Every window frames a picture of nature's lush fields, perfectly manicured gardens, and a winding stone wall that adds to the charm of this hidden paradise. It is a home that blends rustic beauty with modern luxury. Inside, the estate is just as impressive. The grand living room, with its soaring ceilings and exposed wooden beams, creates a warm and inviting space. 4 stunning stone fireplaces bring a sense of coziness, making the home feel both elegant and intimate. But this is no ordinary country house. The lower level is a world of entertainment. There is a billiard room for game nights, a media room for private screenings, and a spacious deck that is perfect for summer gatherings. Beyond the main residence, the property features well-maintained barns and equestrian stables, making it an ideal getaway for those who love the outdoors. But for all its beauty, Roxbury is not the only place Nicolle calls home. She also owns a stunning condominium in the heart of New York City. This 4-bedroom residence, covering 1,650 square feet, is a true masterpiece of modern design. It offers direct, unobstructed views of Central Park, a rare luxury in a city where every inch of space comes at a premium. Natural light floods the home thanks to its east and south-facing windows, creating a bright and airy atmosphere. The condo is designed for both comfort and convenience. A concierge service is available 24/7, ensuring that every need is met. Valet parking, a rare feature in New York, makes city living effortless. The building itself offers top-tier amenities, including a fully equipped fitness center, private elevators, and exclusive resident lounges. Everything about this home reflects a lifestyle of sophistication and ease. What makes Nicolle Wallace's residences unique is the contrast between them. One is a countryside escape, a place to unwind in nature. The other is a sleek urban retreat positioned in the heart of one of the world's most vibrant cities. Together, they offer a glimpse into the life of a woman who has mastered the balance between power and privacy, work and relaxation. But while her homes reveal a taste for luxury, they barely scratch the surface of her wealth and influence. Money and power often go hand in hand, but in Nicolle Wallace's case, it is her sharp mind and strategic thinking that has built her fortune. With an estimated net worth of $5 million, Wallace has carved out a space where journalism, politics, and influence intersect. But how did she do it? How does she stand out in an industry filled with powerful voices? The answer lies in her ability to adapt, innovate, and capitalize on her expertise. Wallace's financial success starts with her role as the host of Deadline, White House on MSNBC. This political news program has become a must-watch for audiences who crave in-depth analysis and insider perspectives. Her deep understanding of political affairs, combined with her ability to break down complex issues in simple terms, has made her one of the most trusted names in the news. Reports suggest that her salary from MSNBC alone contributes significantly to her net worth. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. Wallace is also a regular face on Morning Joe and The Today Show, where she provides expert commentary on current events. These appearances not only expand her reach, but also add to her financial portfolio. Beyond television, Wallace has another lucrative income stream in her career as a best-sellered author. She made her mark in political fiction with 18 Acres, a novel that offered a thrilling inside look at life in the White House. The book's success led to 2 sequels, It's Classified and Madam President, both of which captured audiences with their gripping political drama. These books did more than just entertain. They positioned Wallace as a storyteller who could blend fiction with real-world political insights. The royalties and sales from her books continue to add to her wealth, proving that her influence extends far beyond the newsroom. Wallace's ability to turn influence into income doesn't stop there. In 2022, she stepped into the world of media-driven philanthropy by serving as an executive producer for Ukraine Answer the Call, a televised fundraiser supporting Ukraine amid the Russian invasion. This project not only demonstrated her commitment to global issues, but also reinforced her brand as a journalist with impact. High-profile projects like these elevate her credibility, leading to more speaking engagements and consultancy opportunities. Speaking engagements are another key part of Wallace's financial success. Universities, political organizations, and corporate events frequently invite her to share her expertise in media, politics, and leadership. These events come with hefty speaking fees, making them a valuable income source. Additionally, Wallace's strategic media influence allows her to work as a private consultant, advising on political messaging, media relations, and public affairs. Unlike many media personalities, she doesn't just report the news, she helps shape it. When compared to other media figures, Wallace's financial success is unique. She is not just a news anchor, she is a political strategist, an author, and a thought leader. While some journalists rely solely on television contracts, Wallace has built a diversified portfolio that includes books, consulting, public speaking, and high-profile media projects. This ability to balance multiple revenue streams sets her apart in the industry. But wealth alone doesn't define Nicolle Wallace. Her power extends far beyond financial success. Before she became one of the most recognized voices in political media, Nicolle Wallace was a strategist working behind the scenes, shaping messages that would influence the country. Her career began in California politics, but in 1999 she made a pivotal move to Florida, working as press secretary for Governor Jeb Bush. It was here that she built a reputation for her sharp communication skills and ability to navigate high-pressure situations. This experience set the stage for her next big leap, one that would place her in the heart of American politics. By the early 2000s, Wallace had joined the White House as a communications specialist, eventually rising to the role of White House Communications Director under President George W. Bush. This position gave her immense power. She controlled messaging, shaped public perception, and played a key role in managing the administration's response to major events, including the Iraq War and Hurricane Katrina. Her job was to ensure that the White House remained in control of the narrative, no matter how chaotic the situation. But Wallace wasn't just another political staffer. She was a trusted advisor, someone with direct access to the highest levels of government. Then came 2008. Wallace was tapped to serve as a senior advisor for Senator John McCain's presidential campaign. She was part of the team that helped introduce Sarah Palin to the world. But what started as a promising strategy soon turned into one of the most controversial moments of her career. Behind the scenes, Wallace reportedly clashed with Palin's team, concerned that the vice presidential candidate was unprepared for the national stage. As the campaign unraveled, Wallace found herself in a difficult position, caught between loyalty to her party and her integrity. She later revealed that she was so unsettled by the campaign that she didn't even vote in the election. The fallout from the McCain-Palin campaign was widely covered in the media, and in 2012, HBO released Game Change, a film that portrayed the behind-the-scenes drama. Actress Sarah Paulson played Wallace, and the portrayal was striking. The film depicted Wallace as a strategist struggling with the chaos around her, frustrated by the direction of the campaign. When asked about the film, Wallace admitted that it was real enough to make me cringe. The experience left a lasting mark on her, and soon after, she distanced herself from political consulting altogether. Rather than returning to campaign strategy, Wallace made a bold move. She stepped into the world of television. In 2014, she joined The View as a co-host, offering political commentary from a Republican perspective. But her time on the show was short-lived. After just one season, she was let go, reportedly for not being confrontational enough. It was a setback, but Wallace didn't let it define her. Instead, she took her talents to MSNBC, where she found her true calling. As the host of Deadline White House, Wallace built a new reputation based on sharp political analysis and fearless reporting. Unlike many television hosts, she wasn't just reading from a script, she had lived the world she was covering. Her deep understanding of politics, combined with her ability to connect with viewers, made her a standout figure in cable news. Over time, she became one of MSNBC's most respected voices, earning the trust of audiences who valued her honesty and experience. But Nicolle isn't just a voice in media. Her influence reaches into the world of philanthropy. Nicolle Wallace has spent years shaping political conversations and delivering hard-hitting news, but behind the scenes, her impact goes far beyond journalism. She is not just a commentator, she is an advocate, a voice for those who need one the most. From global humanitarian efforts to civil rights activism, Wallace has dedicated herself to causes that truly matter. And when the world needed help, she did not just report on the crisis, she took action. In 2022, as the war in Ukraine unfolded, Wallace stepped into a different role, one that had nothing to do with politics or television ratings. She became an executive producer for Ukraine, Answer the Call, a primetime special aimed at raising funds for those affected by the Russian invasion. This was more than a broadcast. It was a mission to provide direct aid to families who had lost everything. Wallace used her platform to bring together celebrities, world leaders, and organizations with a single purpose: to help. The event raised millions, proving that media, when used correctly, has the power to change lives. But Wallace's commitment to justice did not start there. She has been a fierce advocate for LGBTQ+ rights for over a decade. In 2013, when the fight for same-sex marriage was at a crucial turning point, she took a stand. She and her then-husband publicly backed its legalization, adding their voices to a growing movement. They signed an amicus brief urging the Supreme Court to recognize marriage equality, a move that put her at odds with many conservatives in her political circle. But for Wallace, it was never about politics. It was about doing what was right. Her compassion extends beyond human rights. She has worked with Operation USA, a global disaster relief organization that responds to some of the most devastating crises around the world. From earthquake recovery efforts to emergency medical aid, Wallace has supported the group's mission to bring hope to those in desperate situations. Whether helping communities rebuild after natural disasters or funding essential supplies for war-torn regions, her influence reaches far beyond the newsroom. Another cause close to her heart is the fight against human trafficking. Wallace has supported the Somali Mom Foundation, an organization dedicated to rescuing and rehabilitating victims of sex slavery. Led by activist Somali Mom, the foundation has helped countless women and children escape the horrors of trafficking. Wallace's involvement in this cause has shed light on an issue that often goes unnoticed, proving that awareness is just as powerful as action. Even in her busy career, Wallace has found time to stand up for animal rights. She has partnered with People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA, to promote the ethical treatment of animals worldwide. PETA's campaigns focus on exposing cruelty in industries that exploit animals for food, clothing, and entertainment. Wallace's support aligns with her broader belief in justice for people and animals alike. Balancing a high-profile career with philanthropy is not easy, but Wallace makes it look effortless. She understands that influence comes with responsibility, and she chooses to use hers for good. Whether fighting for human rights, disaster relief, or animal welfare, she is more than just a journalist. She is a force for change. But while Nicolle's work for others is inspiring, her personal life tells an even deeper story. For Nicolle Wallace, success has never been just about politics or media. Behind the bright lights and breaking news, she has built a life filled with love, family, and deeply personal choices. But like everything in her career, her personal life has been marked by both triumphs and challenges. Her first marriage to Mark Wallace seemed like a perfect match. A respected businessman, lawyer, and former U.S. ambassador, Mark was a political powerhouse in his own right. Together, they formed a strong and influential couple, moving through the world of politics with confidence. Beyond their careers, they shared a deep commitment to justice. In 2013, they made headlines when they joined the fight for LGBTQ+ rights, publicly supporting the legalization of same-sex marriage. Their decision to sign a legal brief urging the U.S. Supreme Court to recognize marriage equality put them in the spotlight not just as political figures, but as advocates for change. But even the strongest partnerships face challenges. After more than a decade together, Nicolle and Mark quietly ended their marriage in 2019. The reasons behind their divorce were never made public, leaving many to speculate. Some wondered if the demands of their high-profile careers created too much distance. Others believed their evolving political views played a role. But Wallace never fed the rumors. Instead, she remained focused on her work, moving forward with the same grace she had always shown. Then, something unexpected happened. Amid career changes and personal shifts, Nicolle found love again, this time with someone who understood the fast-paced world she lived in, Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Michael S. Schmidt. Their connection began behind the scenes, with Schmidt frequently appearing as a guest on Deadline White House. Over time, their professional relationship grew into something deeper. While the world speculated about their romance, the couple stayed quiet, keeping their relationship away from the media frenzy. In 2022, Nicolle and Michael took their commitment to the next level. They married in a secret, intimate ceremony, attended only by close friends and family. There were no flashy announcements, no high-profile wedding photos, just a quiet celebration of their love. It was a stark contrast to the public nature of their careers, proving that some things in life are meant to be kept private. But the biggest surprise was yet to come. In November 2023, Nicolle and Michael shared joyful news. They had welcomed a daughter via surrogate. It was a deeply personal decision, one that reflected their journey as a couple and their desire to build a family on their terms. For Nicolle, becoming a mother again was a new chapter, one that added even more depth to her already full life. Today, she balances her role as a journalist with her role as a wife and mother. She has created a world where love and career coexist, where she can thrive in both public and private life. But even with a stable family life, controversy has always followed Nicolle Wallace's career. Nicolle Wallace has never been one to follow the script. She started her career as a Republican strategist, working at the highest levels of government. But as the years passed, her views shifted, and not everyone was pleased. To some, she was a rising star in conservative politics. To others, she became a traitor to her party. This transformation made her one of the most polarizing figures in media, respected by many, criticized by just as many. Her first major clash with conservatives came in 2008 during the McCain-Palin campaign. As a senior advisor, Wallace played a key role in shaping the campaign's message, but behind closed doors, she saw troubling signs. She reportedly questioned Sarah Palin's readiness for the vice presidency and was deeply concerned about the direction of the campaign. When the election ended in defeat, Wallace made a shocking decision. She refused to vote. This revelation angered Republican loyalists who believed she had turned her back on the party. But Wallace stood by her choice, later explaining that she could not, in good conscience, support a ticket she had lost faith in. The controversy did not stop there. In 2012, HBO released Game Change, a film that exposed the chaos of the McCain-Palin campaign. Actress Sarah Paulson portrayed Wallace, showing her as a strategist caught between duty and doubt. The film painted a complex picture of frustration, internal conflict, and deep concern over Palin's fitness for office. Wallace later admitted that the film was real enough to make me cringe, but she did not dispute its accuracy. Palin, on the other hand, dismissed it as fiction. The public, however, saw Wallace as one of the few insiders who had spoken the truth, even when it cost her politically. Her career took another unexpected turn in 2014 when she joined The View. As a conservative voice on the show, she was expected to bring balance to the panel. But her approach was different from her predecessors. She was not combative, nor was she there to start arguments for entertainment. Instead, she focused on intelligent debate and respectful discussions. However, after just one season, she was quietly removed from the show. Reports suggested she was let go because producers wanted someone with a more aggressive style. Once again, Wallace found herself caught between expectations and her principles. Even after leaving politics, she continued to face accusations of bias. Conservatives labeled her as a turncoat, accusing her of abandoning her values for media success. Liberals at times questioned her past ties to Republican leadership. Both sides had their doubts, but Wallace remained firm. She responded to critics not with anger, but with a commitment to journalistic integrity. She insisted that her job was not to serve any political party, but to inform the public with honesty and clarity. Despite the controversies, Nicolle Wallace's impact on media and politics is undeniable. Nicolle Wallace is not just a journalist, not just a political strategist. She is a bridge between two worlds. She has taken the raw intensity of politics and turned it into a compelling, clear-cut analysis for the American public. At a time when trust in media is often questioned, Wallace has carved out a space where facts matter, where political commentary is grounded in real-world experience, and where audiences feel both informed and challenged. Her ability to merge political strategy with journalism has changed the game. Unlike many television hosts, Wallace does not just report the news, she understands the mechanics behind it. She knows how policies are shaped, how messaging is controlled, and how power is truly wielded behind closed doors. This unique insight has made her one of the most respected figures in modern media. It is also the reason her show, Deadline White House, became such a success. What started as a one-hour program soon expanded to two, a rare achievement in cable news. The demand for her analysis was undeniable. People did not just want the headlines, they wanted the deeper story. But as her influence grows, one question lingers: what comes next? Will Nicolle Wallace stay in media, continuing to shape the national conversation, or will she return to politics, stepping back into a world she once walked away from? Some believe she could play a role in future administrations, either as an advisor or even as a candidate. Others think she will continue to build her media empire, perhaps launching new projects that further redefine political journalism. Only time will tell. Balancing a career of this magnitude with a personal life is no easy feat. Yet Wallace has managed to do it. She has built a family, found love again, and embraced motherhood, all while holding one of the most influential positions in television. Few people can navigate both worlds successfully, but Wallace has proven that it is possible. She has created a life where ambition and personal happiness coexist, showing that success does not have to come at the cost of everything else. Her journey has been one of reinvention. From the White House to primetime television, she has built an empire. But is this just the beginning? Nicolle Wallace's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary, from shaping political strategies in the White House to becoming one of the most trusted voices in modern journalism. She has redefined what it means to be both an insider and an observer. Her influence stretches beyond television screens, touching the worlds of politics, literature, and philanthropy. She has faced criticism, embraced change, and built a life that balances power, privacy, and purpose. But what surprised you most about Nicolle Wallace's lifestyle? Was it her transition from politics to media, her luxurious estates, her role as a best-selling author, or perhaps her advocacy work and dedication to social causes? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear what stood out to you. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of Nicolle Wallace, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We bring you exclusive insights into the lives of the world's most fascinating figures. Stay tuned, because there's always another story waiting to be told.